The headlines: financial strain driving breadwinners into depression amid rising hardship. Kano police nab suspected bandits, recover weapons and over 1 million naira in cash. Under pressure, Governor Fubara invites Martin Amehule-led assembly for talks. Mali to ease restrictions on artisanal mining permits. Hello, good evening and welcome to the news update on Trust TV. My name is Abdullahi Ahmed. As economic hardship in the country continues to unfold, the pressures to provide for families is becoming overwhelming for many family heads. The financial strain affects their thoughts, behavior, and physical health, leading many into depression. Speaking to a cross-section of breadwinners in Lagos State, many have expressed their frustration over the daily struggle to make ends meet for their families.
The prevailing economic situation in our nation today is having a significant toll on the physical and mental well-being of some family heads. Many family heads are experiencing financial stress due to the economic hardship. They are struggling to make ends meet, pay their bills, and provide the important necessities for their families. The fight to repress the pressure, especially in a society that prioritizes issues affecting women and children, has driven many family heads into depression. Speaking to some family heads in Lagos on the economic hardship and their struggle to meet their daily demands, many expressed their thoughts and frustration.
So it has been a very big challenge. And every day things are going up in the market. When you buy food today, tomorrow you get another price again. So it has been a very tough challenge to us as a family. I personally, I know what I'm passing through.
Initially, people do come, but now, as this country be now, is terrible. But with God, I know that everything will work out. And I'm living in Ogun State. The part of Ogun State is Itoki. Every day I spend like 3,000 for me to get to my shop. Or if I don't want to spend up to that 3,000, I used to trek. Like this, I trek like 1 hour to make my money that I will spend in the day to reduce. National security before, now I'm working by myself. I'm making trade, buy and sell. Finally, everybody know how Nigeria be now. Everything is hard. Work hard. Get the money hard. Buy food hard. Transfer. Go to a Keja before it's 20 naira. Now it's 300 naira. Sometimes for evening 500 naira.
To manage economic hardship and depression, experts say breadwinners need to remain patient, disciplined, resilient, and persevering. However, government intervention, especially in reducing the cost of fuel, remains crucial in addressing the country's economic challenges.
A 40-year-old girl, Elizabeth Peter, from Korokwa community in Paikoro local government area of Niger State, has drowned in the Chanchaga River while attempting to fetch water. According to eyewitnesses, Elizabeth had gone to the river with her siblings when she was swept away while attempting to collect some water. Trust TV's Abubakar Akwete has details of this devastating incident.
Elizabeth, an SS1 student at St. Andrew Academy, Tungamina, is one of many victims lost to the river. Residents said fatalities occur yearly due to deep pits within the water body. For Elizabeth, this was her first time going to the river on Saturday after failing to find water vendors to buy from. Eyewitnesses told Trust TV that it took approximately 2 hours to recover her body from one of the deep pits. Her mother remains in shock, while her father, Mr. Peter, an army personnel, is in Zamfara State on official duty.
So men were there, they entered the water, they were looking for 3 hours. 3 good hours they were searching for her. Not knowing that there is a pit. Because like the very man that brought her out, who went to his house to greet him, he said, come, if they put 2 pole wires inside that hole, it will go there. That even when he was going, he was resting. And on getting there, he saw her and brought her. They were coming, they were resting, and he was pressing her tummy. she was vomiting the water. But the problem is that water has already filled her ear, her everywhere has swelled up. So he tried to bring her out. And when he touched her pulse, he discovered that she's no more alive, but she don't want to disclose it to people. So when they came out, people rescued them and brought a vehicle and took her to IBB. On getting to IBB, they confirmed her death, and the corpse has been deposited at the mortuary.
We don't have light. That is what caused this problem. No light and get water to wash. That is why they pack their clothes and go to river to go and wash. So, but you just say that is our time. Scarcity in this community, we are suffering because we don't even have enough pump, enough these people that are selling water. We don't have enough of them. And if there's no light, no water for us, it's only one people that have a well that maybe if you beg them, they can give you 1 bucket, 2 buckets for you to use. If not, we have terrible scarcity of water in Korokma.
Every day we used to buy water 2,000 naira truck. Due to we live near the Fadama side. The people that they are living inside here, sometimes you hear 1.5, where some people cannot afford to pay that money. That is why you see some, they are going to the river to go and fetch water. It's the water that some people are using there to drink, very dirty.
Despite repeated losses of life, residents lament the lack of reliable access to clean water in the area. The tragic incident has reignited concerns about the worsening water crisis in Minna, the capital of Niger State.
We passed 1 year now. We are suffering because of water. We are drinking it. As you see this water like this, now so we drink them. We use our bath, we use our chop, anything for life. Now so we do it like that. We manage our life. After 2 years pass, we don't have light. We don't have anything. Now so we do this area last.
This water scarcity has persisted for the past year. This is the only water we have. We drink from it, cook with it, and even animals graze and drink from it. At times, while fetching water, we see human feces. We have no choice but to wait for it to pass and continue collecting water. We desperately need government intervention. Every year, lives are lost in this water. The situation is becoming unbearable. Just yesterday, 2 more lives were lost, not to mention the disease outbreaks we are constantly battling.
A wheelbarrow of 10 jerrycans of water now costs between 800 naira and 2,000 in many parts of the city. The situation is worsened by epileptic power supply, making it difficult to access water from commercial sources. Residents continue to call on authorities to take urgent action in restoring access to clean and safe water to prevent further tragedies. Abubakar Akote, Trust TV News, Minna.
What a tragedy indeed. To Kano State now, where the police has arrested 4 suspected bandits and accomplice during an arms deal at Hotoro Bypass. State Police Public Relations Officer SP Haruna Kiawa confirmed this development, urging the public to remain vigilant and report suspicious activities to the appropriate authorities.
These suspects were arrested following credible intelligence information that they came to Kano with intent to buy an AK-47 rifle in order to add to their armory. On spot search, the following exhibits were recovered from them. You can see them. We have 3 locally made revolver pistols, 12 live ammunition of different calibers, cash, sum of 1,028,800 naira, as well as these suspected charms. These suspects are currently at the Command's Criminal Investigations Department, State CID here in Bonfai, and they are undergoing discreet investigation.
Elsewhere, a non-gunman shot and killed the chairman of Mieti Allah Cattle Breeders Association, Kwara State Chapter Chairman Idris Abubakar Sumo, on Saturday night in front of his residence at Okeose, Ilorin. A source told Daily Trust that she was with him just 20 minutes before the attack and later received a call informing her of his demise. Sakena, a 32-year-old, was a former special assistant to the Muro local government chairman and previously served as Sarkin Samarin Fulani in Kwara before becoming Macban chairman. In politics, for the 5th time, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) has rescheduled its National Executive Committee meeting, now set for May 15, 2025. The repeated delays reflect ongoing internal divisions with unresolved leadership issues and factional disputes deepening the party's crisis. Party officials cite pending congresses and the need for further consultation as reasons for the recent postponement, fueling concerns over the party's stability ahead of future elections. The delay has further intensified calls for the resignation of the acting national chairman of the PDP, Umar Damagun, with some party members accusing the leadership of stalling crucial decisions. The PDP Governors Forum and the Board of Trustees had previously urged the National Working Committee of the PDP to resolve internal conflicts and convene the NEC meeting without further delays. However, with this latest shift, uncertainty looms over the party's ability to present a united front in the coming months. In Rivers State, Governor Similalai Fubara has invited the Martins Amehule-led faction of the Rivers State House of Assembly for talks following a 48-hour ultimatum demanding the presentation of the 2025 state budget. The meeting, scheduled for March 10 at the Government House in Port Harcourt, aims to address key legislative concerns including assembly seatings, outstanding allowances and governance issues. The lawmakers had previously issued ultimatums over unapproved appointments and summoned the State Electoral Commission chairman, escalating political tensions in Rivers State. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has arrested Levi Chidebere, an auto spare parts dealer, 3 weeks after launching a manhunt for his attempted export of 2 kilograms of cocaine concealed in vehicle propellers to Angola, following the seizure at a logistics company in Aspanda Trade Fair Complex in Lagos. Angolan authorities arrested the intended recipient, leading to the identification of Obodoeze. NDLEA operatives tracked him to his residence in Isolo in Lagos, where he was caught trying to flee in a Kia SUV. A search of the vehicle uncovered 75.5 kilograms of phenacetin, a cocaine cutting agent disguised as semolina, alongside a digital scale. In his statement, Obodoeze admitted to dealing in cocaine while running his spare parts business at Ladipo Market in Mushin. Meanwhile, at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, the NDLEA had intercepted cannabis-laced candies from the United Kingdom intended for sale at a kiddies mart in Surulere, Lagos. The recipient, Ademola Taylor, was arrested along with store operator Monsurat Lawal in Shibiri Ojo. 2 suspects, China Michael and Ibo Ekene, were arrested with 128 kilograms of Ghanaian lard, hidden in a truck. Another bust in Mushin led to the arrest of 3 suspects with 301,600 tramadol pills. In Kano, the NDLEA says 65-year-old Yahaya Haruna was caught with 19.2 kilograms of skunk, while in Abia, 37-year-old Blessing Okoronko was found in possession of 442,594 tramadol pills and 1,274 bottles of codeine. In Benue, 2 suspects were intercepted with 50,000 tramadol and Exol pills, while in Oshun, the NDLEA operatives seized 162,000 kilograms of skunk, with another 95 kilograms recovered in separate raids. In Edo, officers destroyed 9,000 514.6 kilogram of skunk cultivated on a 3.8 hectare cannabis farm in Amaho community. Nigerian Army operatives from Forward Operating Base Escravos raided Otegele community in Warri Southwest local government area of Delta State on Friday night, dismantling 2 illegal refinery sites. The operation uncovered 5,500 liters of stolen crude oil and 2,000 liters of illegally refined AGO stored in 1 oven, 9 pits, and 28 polythene sacks. Commanding Officer Captain Ikenna says the raid, part of an operation in Delta State, was based on credible intelligence. He reiterated the Navy's commitment to curbing crude oil theft and economic sabotage to enhance Nigeria's oil production. Just 2 weeks ago, Navy operatives deactivated 3 other illegal refining sites in the same area. You're watching the news update on Trust TV. Coming up ahead, Muslim lawyers, Islamic scholars defend Sharia panels in the Southwest amid public debate. More news after the break. Welcome back to the news. Let's take another look at our top stories. Financial strain draining and driving breadwinners into depression amid rising economic hardship. Kano police nab suspected bandits, recover weapons and over 1 million naira cash. The decision of the Supreme Council for Sharia in Nigeria to inaugurate Sharia courts in parts of Oyo triggered a pushback from non-Muslims in the Yoruba region, with several indigenous groups saying the move would disrupt the peace in the Southwest region. In this report, Trust TV's Noel Samson speaks to some members of the Muslim Lawyers Association of Nigeria on the panel's legality or not, as well as Islamic teachers on the benefits of the Sharia panels. His report.
While Muslim lawyers gave constitutional backings that support the creation of Sharia panels, some Islamic teachers also highlighted the benefits of the Sharia panels.
Under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, Section 37, 38, 39, and Section 40 talks about Islamic human rights of each citizen of Nigeria. So, for a Muslim, as a Sharia personal law, divorce, marriage, custody, and whatever is his personal right. So he doesn't need any consent from anybody to introduce that right, because as a Nigerian, he has that right to have a personal life as a Muslim wherever he finds himself in the country.
Cannot be society without families. So meaning that government must make provision that will take care of the family need of every citizen. So whereas for Christians, there is a provision for their family life under the Marriage Act. For traditionalists, they have what we call customary law. Or either you are a traditionalist or you don't even believe in any religion. The customary law, the customary court is there for you. But for the Muslim of Southwest, Southeast, there is the law, the government did not make any provision. The importance of the Sharia panel is to solve the problem of Muslim families.
Of the importance also, as we say, is that if it is properly managed, even the non-Muslims will now see the beauty of it, because it is all about justice. And nobody runs away from justice. Everyone wants where he will be had and given the right justice.
According to Islamic scholars, the 5 major goals of the Sharia are the protection of sound religious practice, life, sanity, the family, as well as personal and communal wealth. The acknowledgement of sound local customs throughout the world is one of the 5 basic maxims of the Sharia, according to schools of law. Noel Samson, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Nigeria and the United Arab Emirates are set to hold talks in the coming days to address the persistent challenges Nigerians continue to face obtaining visas. The talks aim to resolve concerns over visa restrictions and strengthen diplomatic and economic ties between both nations. The decision was reached during a courtesy visit by Salim Said Al-Hamsi, the UAE ambassador to Nigeria, to Bianca Odumegwu-Ojukwu, the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, at the Tafawa Balewa House in Abuja. During the meeting, Odumegwu-Ojukwu reaffirmed Nigeria's commitment to its partnership with the United Arab Emirates, highlighting the deep economic connections between both countries. Many Nigerians, particularly those seeking tourism visas, have faced challenges securing entry into the UAE, despite the long-standing diplomatic and economic ties between both nations. Away from Nigeria, Mali will partially lift its suspension on the issuance of mining permits starting March 15. This is according to the country's Mines Ministry. The suspension, in place since November of 2022, aims to reform the permitting process. The easing follows efforts to clean up the mining register and implement the 2023 Mining Code, which raised taxes and expands control over mining assets. Authorities will now accept applications for permit renewals, transitions from exploration to exploitation, and exploitation permit transfers. Now, however, new mining permits and exploration permit transfers remain on hold. Mali, one of Africa's top 3 gold producers, relies heavily on mining, which supports over 2 million people and accounts for more than 80% of exports. However, concerns persist over unregulated mining profits funding extremist groups in northern Mali. Tensions also remain between mining firms and the military government, with demands for compliance with the new mining code. Last year, authorities seized 3 tons of gold and detained employees from Canadian firm Barrick Gold over disputes with the government. In sports, Nigeria's Eniola Bolaji, a Paris 2024 Paralympic bronze medalist, continues her impressive streak, clinching gold at the 2025 Spanish Para-Badminton International 2 in Victoria. She dominated the women's singles SL3 final, defeating Ukraine's Oskana Kwaziba 2-0, 21-15, 21-15, extending her unbeaten record to 11 international tournaments. Bolaji's journey to the gold saw her outclass Brazil's Juana Michelsen, France's Caroline Bergeron, Australia's Celine Vinor, and India's Niraj, showcasing her dominance on the global stage. Her success has fueled optimism for African para-badminton, with the Badminton Confederation of Africa aiming for more Olympic medals. Francis Orbi, the president of the Badminton Federation of Nigeria, hailed her victory as a testament to Nigeria's growing strength in para-sports. He reaffirmed the federation's commitment to investing in Paralympic athletes, aiming for more Nigerian qualifiers at the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics and Paralympics. Obi also credited the nation's Sports Commission for the support in driving sports growth, signaling a new era for badminton in Nigeria. Well, that is it. You're up to date with the latest news stories at this hour. Check back a little later at 9 for a comprehensive bulletin. For now, follow us across our social media platforms to stay in touch. You can also visit our website, trusttv.com, for the latest news, programs, and documentaries. My name is Abdullahi Ahmed. Thank you for your time.